Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris. So right now, it's about building up the Empire and really trying to tackle the energy credit shortage. And we're doing our best to do that, but unfortunately, there's not very many planets out here that actually have the resources that we need. I'm going to take a look here. So that would only be one research station. So you know what? I'm going to do it. We already got a construction ship in orbit. So let's just have them do that. Now we have plenty of minerals. We have no shortage of minerals. But the real problem is our shortage of energy credits. And as you can see, pretty much none of the planets in this part of our space have any. And we only have really a couple over here that do. Now there's a planet or a system over here that has 6, but it's not currently in our borders. So I've been putting off expanding out this way, but it might be a good call eventually. Right now, we're just upgrading things, building up our systems, trying to get them to produce things for us to help us out down the road. All right. We've got a governor upgrade. So putting a colony here would probably be the best call. But of course, we have all these strategic resources over here that I also very much want. So kind of rough right now. What is this guy? Oh, he's moving. Okay. I wonder if we can take this void cloud. Although I don't know if I want to get too close to these guys. These guys are scary. Ooh. Okay, so we've got some kind of trade deal. Oh, so a research agreement. What this does is it gives us a bonus to researching anything that the Bothrians have already researched, and vice versa. Okay. That helps out. Of course, whether or not we know that they have done a tech. Okay, so we have some construction done. And those are the spaceports. We also don't have anything going on in this system right now. But not really anything we can do at the moment. Let's take a look at the spaceport and what it can do. So we cannot build a destroyer. Spaceport level 3. So we have to upgrade one more time. I think that did consume energy credits, of course, as well. But we are working on a tech to deal with that. We're 6 months away from being able to do it. I'm thinking we might as well just keep upgrading these guys. But I think I'm going to focus instead on my home system for the upgrade. So we'll go up to Spaceport Upgrade Level 3. And hopefully things work out so that we can finally afford things. All right, so this guy is finally finished this here, which is going to give us... Oh, we also have better mining, if I remember. Not really necessarily priority, and we got this, which we definitely want. So... Oh, we never upgraded this? Oh, we get the upgrade because we... Oh! Yeah, that really makes it worthwhile to do this, huh? So do that upgrade to power plant level 1, which is going to give us an extra energy credit. And then, once that's done, we're going to build a new power plant. For some reason, I am not seeing. There it is. And we're going to throw this population on it. So once that population pops out, they'll start producing energy credits for me. Okay, so that's good stuff. Now, there was another system that we could upgrade, and that would help us here. The main reason I'm not doing it, though, because I can't afford the... Well, I guess I can't afford the influence. It just makes it so we can't do military outposts. I guess we got to do it, though, because we could get more energy credits out of this, because you'd be able to do 2 upgrades at maybe minimum, and there's 2 places where there's energy resources here. So, yeah, I got to do it. There we go. Okay, so we got a hostile fleet. This guy, let's check it out, but nothing really new. Those guys will just jump out and just continue on their course. All right. The only thing is, these hostile fleets are kind of distracting me from a possibility of actually having hostile fleets where it would matter. I think we're working on what we need to work on. Yeah, okay. This is also the system where we could continue to clear blockers, although we're working on the power stations right now because they're a little bit more important. All right, so we got another nation, which we kind of assume that's what the contact was. So these guys. I bring greetings from revered elder Gestuf Hall, the elected leader of Evandari Nation, of the Evandari Nation. We believe in the right of all sentient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs. Oh, great, another spiritualist. And we trust that an enlightened species such as our yourselves share this sentiment. I'm going to say cooperation, but they're far away from us, so probably not. They're all the way over there, and they probably hate us because of the spiritualist thing. They are those guys, and actually they like us. It's because they are xenophiles. So they like us overall, but they're they're fanatic xenophiles, but they're spiritualist, which gives us a negative. Well, they're not near us, so I don't think there's any reason to set up an embassy, even though they do kind of like us. We have an embassy here, here, and here, and these guys are closer, so I think it's a little bit better to do that. All right, we're still surveying this system, and unfortunately, still no energy credits. Okay. So this gives us upgraded mining network. Okay, so we can get spaceport level up to level 4. Or we can do a defense platform or space torpedoes. Well, I guess we can do defense platforms. It's a cheap tech. Might as well. Now, this means this guy isn't getting his biggest bonus, but we can switch him around again. So we're going to want the guy with the engineering bonus on the engineering tech. Go and grab the other guy and put him on that. And then you get your best bonuses. Good stuff. Okay. I definitely want these resources over here as soon as I can get them. All right. This guy is finally almost back into our space after getting blocked off by this empire. It looks like the center of the galaxy is just a void that there's really nothing. Oh. And that is over there again? Okay, well, we'll leave it be. So there's 2 level 1 anomalies. Interesting. Okay, so we've got something going on here. Alien specimen procurement. The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Test has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. All right, so we do have a lot of science vessels, so we'll do it. We will gather these specimens. Again, this is role-playing our race, for sure. Okay, so let's see the situation log. So that's alien space procurement. Hopefully this time it actually helps us. All right, so let's track these guys on map. We got one there. Track them all so we know where they are. All right. All right, let's take a look now. Oh, good. They're all somewhere where we can get them. So where's our one science vessel? This guy here. All right, well, you're actually right nearby one of them. So let's grab you and have you come over here to research project. And yeah, okay, so that's a very achievable mission. Unlike the Void Cloud, chasing around the Void Clouds, which I don't know what that did, these are all within our space or within our allies' space. So that's very easily achievable because we have access into those areas. And we'll just have this guy kind of hop around and do his thing. As a matter of fact, once we free out another one of our science ships, we could always help them out with that and have them do it as well. Probably when this guy's done surveying this system, we'll send him along. And then this guy will do the anomalies and maybe come over here and do that survey. So definitely a mission that we can do. Pretty achievable. I'm actually pretty surprised this guy's still doing this survey. Okay, so we got a research. All right, solar panel network. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay, so we've got a physics lab. We've got energy, so power hub. Ooh, we have one of these. I'm sorry, but I got to do the power hub because power is where it's at right now. But some of these other things are very attractive. I mean, shields and different weapon systems that we could use. But for sure, it's got to be this. And not only that, this guy's got a bonus to industry anyway. Okay, so I have been neglecting to upgrade my fleet. I kind of wonder if there's stuff I can't upgrade. But first things first, let's go to, I believe it's this system that has a spaceport. Yes. Module. Build a solar panel network. And I'm not going to build a Corvette assembly line, especially if we're going to upgrade things so that we don't need that anymore. And then let's go over to test, because this is almost done with its upgrade. So we will also queue up the solar panel network. And that should pop out as soon as the other one's done. And how quickly does this build? 180, okay. Not too bad. And we're almost done over here with some construction. So things are looking up for sure. All right. So this guy has a bunch of anomalies to take care of. And that is this ship. So you are going to first take care of this anomaly. And that's 0% risk, so works for me. And as a matter of fact, this guy leveled up. Oh, so these are both 0% now. So this guy is fantastic for us. How old is he? 54. That's not too bad. So we're going to have a couple anomalies that we're going to work on in there that are 0% risk, so that's fantastic. And, okay, so we finished one of our projects over here. And now we're working on the power plant build. And then when that's done, we're going to want them to clear these blockers. But probably I should wait for the energy accumulation because it does cost us energy to do. Might as well speed things up here a little bit. All right, so we've got tech up. So that's one of our scientists. So we have some pretty experienced scientists now. All right, so what was happening on test? Okay, so this guy hasn't popped out yet. What would it cost? We can't upgrade this. What would it cost? 100. Okay, we can't do that. That's why it's not highlighted. This population point will pop out eventually, and then we can work on this. As much as I want the mineral resources right now, let's just see. Maintenance is 1. If I upgrade, maintenance is 1.5. So yeah, that does consume more energy credits. So I'm not going to be doing that. Out of curiosity, does this have maintenance? No, it doesn't have maintenance. Okay, good. That wouldn't make any sense if it did. All right. So again, let's continue to progress. Okay, Solar Sailor. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Sosta 3. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Okay, so this just gives us a bunch of engineering research. Well, that is good. Okay, so an embassy was established. No big deal. Let's grab this guy and actually just do that. And we want to change the scientist to this guy. Research. And I guess continue. You can just click on that to see what it's all about. Okay. I'm really curious how much the solar panels are going to help us. Okay, so there wasn't a whole lot in this system. All right, let's grab this guy and help with the... Oh, unfortunately, I can't just do that from orbit. Oh, there's 2 in this system. Okay, we'll have you research project, and then come over here and a research project. Here we go. All right, so that's helping out a little bit. And this guy here is still working. Seems like it takes a while to collect these guys. And then probably send this guy over here and this guy down here to do these. Because as much as these surveys are good and they're helping me out in some regards, I mean, the anomalies are always nice. We kind of are, for the most part, just surveying stuff that we're not likely to do much with for the meantime. So it's not really all that necessary at the moment. Go ahead and speed things up. Okay, so that was on this system. What was it that we constructed? Oh, the spaceport, right? And that produces 3 energy. Ooh, yeah. Okay, good. I like that. We can't do more than 1, though, unfortunately. But otherwise, things are going well on this planet. It's about to get upgraded. And then we can upgrade that. So we're looking good there. Over on test, things are looking good. And over here, we're working on those projects. And I think, because we finished this, we can upgrade these guys again, which works for me. Are these guys are moving? They're moving to test? There might not be room for you when all things are said and done. Well, we might as well upgrade this guy again. Yes, please. Yeah, I think we're going to start being in a better situation here pretty soon. So, over on test, spaceport. This should be level 3 now. So we can build. Yeah, we can build destroyers now. Great. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do a colony ship. Because I theorize by the time it's done, we will have enough resources to actually do it. Now, where we establish the colony, not sure. Continental world here might be a good call so that we can start pushing these resources. Or down here so we can get the energy. I think the strategic resources are more important. And it's unlikely we'll be able to do another outpost anytime soon. And considering that this is an outpost, it's not as hard of a border as colonies are, I don't think. So let's build up our colony ship. Okay, so we have a few different choices here. So we can do Xenophile, Fanatic, Materialist, just Xenophile, or none of the above. Otherwise, the other stats don't really change. So we have some kind of philosophy shifts here. We'll definitely do that one. And when that's done, we'll send it on its way over to this system, right? Now, the question is, can we actually inhabit it? There's no population or anything here. It's mineral rich. Well, that's good. All right. Definitely want that. We get at least one of the strategic resources and possibly the ability to get the other one. So I think that's a good call. Now, if this was a more habitable world, I would definitely do it. But unfortunately, it's not. I keep putting off colonies where I have habitable worlds, though. That's for sure. Okay. And that was the other space station. Okay, out of curiosity, the stations. Now, I think the stations might be all stations that I have, though, not just the space stations. So it's kind of hard to say one way or the other. I guess we might as well come to the spaceport and upgrade it to level 3. And then we can start popping out destroyers. And speaking of destroyers, what are we currently researching? Anything that would help ships? No, not really. So I think... Oh, this... Okay. I don't think... I don't think I can have more than one ship work on these. So what I'm going to do is instead reroute this to survey this system. I just realized that is a society research, and more than likely I cannot have more than one ship work on that. And you're working on the anomaly. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks because it's going to take forever, and it's going to really hamper our society research. But this is really a tech we don't necessarily need right now because we can't afford it because of our influence shortage. Although we do get monthly influence by getting it, so I guess it's okay. We're very far ahead in physics research and to some extent engineering research, but not so much in society research. Oh, I was going to say ship designer. Okay. You know what? I might as well just have time pass while we do this, but it's... Oh, well, I say that, and then research completes. Okay, let's go to research. All right, so that was a quick tech to do. Okay, so we've got stuff for mining. But these are different things. Or we do a plasma thruster, or we do engineering facility. Again, these techs for engineering right now are not anything that is really convincing me all that much. Honestly, it's probably going to be between these two. I'm probably going to grab engineering facility. Yeah. Okay, so as I said, ship designer. All right, first things first, we've got the Corvette, which I'm not exactly sure where that is. There it is. Is it using our best tech? We have improved deflectors, which is an upgrade. We might not have the energy resources to do that, though. Let's just see. So 25 shields, 50 shields. We're a little low on energy, though. What I could do is change right now we're having a bit of an issue power-wise. We also want to upgrade the thrusters. Yeah, that's a definite power problem. Okay, so a small is going to give me 15. We're going to lose some armor, unfortunately. I don't think we have a choice. We don't have better sensors. And we don't have a better... Well, that is just a hyperdrive system. Okay. So maybe I should work for sensors sometime in the future. I'm now realizing that is a ship component. And over here, we could put a missile system on here. That doesn't consume much power. So we might be able to take one of the reactors off. So medium lasers are 1522. Got 1327. So possibly more damage. Or we do 8 and 12. Well, that's more damage there. So we'll put that there. Gives us 10 power. And then we can strip... No, we can't strip that off. So we'd have to do it the other way around, wouldn't we? Like that. And then we're still short on power. So I guess that's not really a perfect solution. I forgot we got the missile tech. Okay. Just one of those things that if I had just a little bit more power or upgraded power, we could do something with this. Well, I don't think there's a reason to use that then. We'll just use the 2 laser systems. Although, what is the benefit the missiles give you? These guys go through armor. These guys do nothing. Oh, well, maybe they have better range. Let's see. Range. Yeah, they have better range. So long-range firepower. Yeah, I guess. We'll do a little bit of that. And fortunately, we're going to have to use reactors here. Probably use a fission reactor. There we go. Kind of unfortunate, but that is what it is. All right, so save that on up. And then we need to do a destroyer. So grab the destroyer here. All right, so we've got some sections here. So we've got actually 2 sections, it looks like. So we can do 2 smalls and a medium and 2 small utility slots on a medium. Or we can do small weapons and more utility slots. Or we switch out everything for a large amount. Okay, well, see what the other section's like. So we've got Either 2 smalls or a medium currently. Okay. So what did we go for? So we went the large and 2 smalls. That could work, I guess. We're definitely going to want to upgrade the weapon systems, though. Or we could go with more utility slots. You know what? Let's do the utility slots and then go with a medium weapon in the back. So we won't have a large weapon, unfortunately, but go ahead and equip this. So we like the medium lasers, and we like the small missiles. Okay. And then for the slots, we're going to want medium slots being taken up by reactors. And then got some shields. And then armor doesn't take up ours, so we'll put a couple armor slots there. There we go. So we've got very powerful shields. We have some armor. So we went very defensive oriented, and I did that. You know, I wanted more slots in the utility slots so that we could do that. But we don't have quite the firepower, maybe. Kind of like that design, though. And, oh, we also have to upgrade our tech. So we can do fire rate and weapon damage, or ship hull points and evasion. Well, this is still kind of a smaller class ship, so we're going to go with the evasion. We want to have the more powerful thrusters, which does mess up our power a little bit. Maybe we have to get rid of one of these. Ideally, you want to have your energy balanced like that. So we lost some on shields because we got the better engines, but it gives us more evasion chance, so I guess that's okay. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. And we are going to need to upgrade our ships, which is going to cost us 143. That's not really that big of a deal. And over on Bacani here, we've got the upgrade going on so that we can build destroyers. So that's pretty much good. And I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.